Hi Leo, welcome to your 2018 overview reading. This reading is good for you if you are Sun, Moon, or Rising Leo. I have a pretty good mix of information. I'm not doing a Celtic cross for you today. I'm just doing like a, I don't even know what to call it, but it covers a bunch of areas of your life, so I hope you enjoy it. And then stay tuned at the end if you're interested in a 2018 love reading, or I am also going to be offering another service, which I will describe at the end. So let's go ahead. How is this centered? That's good. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll do Paulina. Cassidy first. Empowerment. The determination of your mind and soul will guide you towards unleashing inner power. Okay, beautiful message to see coming up this soon. And that looks like it's definitely going to be you're going to be doing some work around your third chakra. So all about your solar plexus. That's coming up big time. The other card I have for you. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Awesome. I love this card. That is just a wonderful thing to keep in mind. And it's true. It's like if if you're able to feel into the emotions, then it typically will, as soon as you like shine a light on it, it will dissipate. Okay, and then as usual, I'm going to be doing a timeline. But this one is, I guess it's normal. Growth period, romance, and money. I'm going to be doing a timeline for. So think about it in like the first quarter of the year, down here, second, third, fourth, the usual way I do it. And then I'll just let you know now, while I'm shuffling, if you want the 2018 love and romance reading, go sign up for my newsletter. The link's in the description. And then those are going to be coming out at the end of December. Okay, let's do this. So this is you in 2018. This is like the core of where you're at. 6 of rods or wands. Okay, so this is like the victory card. But what I'm getting is there's, in the beginning of the year, this is the message that I'm getting, is that it's going to be a little bit hard to get calibrated. So it might be a little bit busy in the beginning of the year, but things are going to clear up as the year goes on. So if you feel like you're in a really intense period, that's going to go away. Just keep that in mind, that in the beginning, it might be a little bit gloomy, rainy, and then things are going to clear up. So just hold on in the beginning. This will be over soon because you're getting closer to being victorious. Like, it is the victory card. So just keep that in mind if you're feeling down in the dumps or a little bit defeated at the beginning of the year, that you're headed in the right direction. This could also be work. You might be overworked. That's been coming through for all the fire signs up to this point. We'll see if the same is true for you. But here is a card about your health, what your health looks like in 2018. Father of Pentacles, good. This is like that Virgo energy of being able to really take care of your body. So Virgo is all about body, body health, self-care, taking really good care of your health. And so I love seeing this here. It just looks like you're on top of everything. I really do not see anything bad about having this here. It's just like you have complete mastery over taking care of yourself and your body. So you don't really need to do anything to change it. It looks ideal. This is the ideal card to have pop up, even if you have a chronic illness or you struggle with something in particular. This is saying that you can handle it. Like you're managing that as best as you can and you're doing all of the right things. Okay, this is what are you creating in 2018? Strength. So this is you, right? This is your card coming to the forefront. So it's kind of like you're creating, gosh, I'm getting like it could be a romantic relationship too, just with the imagery of this card in particular. It could be a romantic relationship that's really starting to evolve in 2018. Otherwise, this is you really being vibrant and true to yourself. It's all about, it's like you're coming into your own, you're willing to be seen, you have that proud Leo energy and you can just wear it really openly in 2018. Okay, and then what is the message of 2018? The core lesson? The Hanged Man. So this is releasing all of those patterns. If you've been experiencing any stagnation, this is the time when that gets broken up. So it's kind of like you're going to experience some resistance with monotony, and the place that you can turn to heal that is your patterns. What do you do every day? Those are the things that are going to make the biggest effect in the long term. So you just want to make sure that you're looking at, where are my behaviors consistent and where are they erratic? And then examining that, because the erratic behavior could also be needing to change, and you might need to do some lessening work around that. Okay, now we have what needs balance? The Sun. So it's funny because this is the play card, but there's also the other side of the Sun is immaturity. Okay, so it might be so much play that it's actually getting in the way of other things. So it's just kind of like you want to balance it. You want to, of course, I'm not telling you not to play. That's not the idea. But if you feel yourself getting really spread thin, or you feel like you don't have any energy for your family, or if you're like traveling a whole bunch, it's kind of like, okay, bringing it back is actually going to help you and give you more energy. And the next question I would have is that a habit of yours? Is that a habit of, oh, I just want to check out, or I just want to do this thing, so I'm going to go play? Is that what you turn to? Because if so, and of course, this is going to depend on your personality, what else you have in your chart, whether you're Sun, Moon, or Rising Leo. But really, this could be a call to either play more or chill out. I'm getting the chill out vibes. It's like you need to calm down. The Sun, like this is another one of your cards, right? The 5th house, Leo rules the Sun. So it just looks like, okay, you need to even that out. You can still be your vibrant Leo self. You can still play. You can still do all of those things, but it's about achieving balance. So if you feel like an area of your life is lacking and you're just really pendulum swinging hard at being a busybody, examine that. Look at that. Adjust it. Okay? I'll clarify this. I'll clarify this after I pull all these cards. Okay, so now we have what are you learning spiritually. So the spiritual lesson of 2018 is judgment, how to make decisions, how to evaluate yourself. You have a lot of major arcana cards coming up. So 2018 is a big year. It looks like the way you're making decisions is changing. It's evolving for the better. And so you're making a lot of big decisions, big calls, like it's the type of year where you're going to be evaluating, am I ready to buy a house? Am I ready to get married? Am I ready to take my business to the next level? Am I ready? Am I ready? Am I ready? That's like the judgment sitting here is you being able to look at what you have in front of you, where you need to go, and what steps you're going to take to get there. So this is like goal setting, planning, mapping out your next steps, and making decisions that put you in alignment with the things that you want. Okay, this is what you need to raise your permission level on. Mother of Cups. Okay, so this is, when I say raise your permission level, it's like what you need to allow yourself more of is nurturing. This has come up for all 3 fire signs now. This idea of really taking care of your emotional health. Make sure you are allowing yourself to cry, to laugh, to have a bad day, to have a good day, to play, to get to work. Like, you want to allow yourself to have that full spectrum of experiences, and then also be receptive to the people around you who are able to provide you with nurturing. You want to give yourself permission to receive those people and hold that within yourself. Okay, the card for your love life in 2018. We have 5 of Swords. Now, this is interesting. This looks really good. And I'll tell you why. Because you have this card as the core. You have this as you for this year. Now, what this looks like, this is something that you're already working through in 2017. This is something that you're already aware of, and you already know what needs to change and what you need to let go of. I also want to add that this does not look like the ending of a relationship. This looks like something that desperately needs to shift in a relationship for things to work and for things to improve. Of course, I mean, since, it's like if 30,000 people are watching this video, yeah, somebody's breaking up, just purely based off of statistics. It's like, yeah, that's a possibility, but it's also one of those things that you want to keep in mind. What do you need to end in order to make your relationships the best that they can be? Because you also, now if we had more like transformation cards like Death, the Tower, if we had more of those signifiers, then this would scream breakup. But because we have the Hanged Man and Strength and the Sun, that's what's telling me there's a habit here that needs to shift in order for you to make the most of your romantic relationships. Again, you have victory at the center. Let's not forget that. Victory, 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 victory in health, being yourself. There are always things we need to improve, but this is a victorious experience. Even if it's uncomfortable, it's still one of those things that you need to do for the good of your relationships. Whoops, sorry. Okay, what's transforming for you in 2018? We have Ace of Wands. Okay, so yes, for those of you who are looking for sex, that's going to be shifting. This is like the phallic card of tarot. But really what it is you're going to have a transformation in the way you pursue things, in the way that you like chase your dreams is going to change. So it's all about the energy that you put towards your goals is now you're reevaluating and figuring out, wait a second, maybe, hustling this hard wasn't actually serving me. It's not actually, it's just burning the candle at both ends and it's not working. Or maybe I'm playing so much that I'm actually not getting any work done and it's not charging my battery. So the strategies that you're using to move forward are going to be changing. This is all about strategy, and how you initiate and pursue the things that you want is up for transformation in 2018. And the outcome of the year, we have Mother of Swords. Okay, so this is like, you got it, you own it, you can totally make this happen. It looks like you have the perseverance and the wherewithal to make the accomplishments, but you have to have clarity of thought in order to execute it to the best of your ability. I'm going to clarify the sun, what needs balance. 8 of Cups. So, yep, you need to change your perspective about something. It's really in terms of the way you've perceived things in the past are going to reveal themselves to be less effective or not meeting all of your needs the way you want them to. It's just you're going to have a lot of stuff this year come up and say, oh, wait, that doesn't work. I need to adjust that. It's one of those years where it's going to be constant evaluation, constant, self-reflection. Okay, then clarifying the Mother of Swords, the High Priestess. See, so it has to do with your own intuition, your own self-reflection. See, I just said that and it's holding up a mirror. And so this is all about seeing the big picture. That's what the Mother of Swords is about, is the big picture of, where are you going and what do you want? It's that critical thinking style, think about air signs. Sorry, I moved away from the mic, but think about air signs, the Libras, Aquarians, Geminis. It's all about like conceptualizing and thinking and communicating and, looking at all the nooks and crannies of situations. That's kind of what Aquarians are known for, like that unconventional approach to things, like a MacGyver type attitude. And so that's kind of what you're embodying by the end of the year, especially if you have a lot of air in your chart to begin with. So for the first quarter, the money card that is coming up, let's see, we have let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Okay? So guilt is one of those things that, if you let it, it'll push money away, So just watch yourself with that, because it's what you're communicating with guilt energy is I'm not worthy. So every time there's like a guilt or an inability to receive, it comes down to your worthiness. Are you worthy of that parking spot up front? Are you worthy of, saving a few $100s on, something you're buying? It's as simple as that. And just guilt creates a block for money. So keep that in mind if you're struggling with money or you want more of it. Guilt is not your friend when it comes to manifesting money. Your growth period is expectations. So I'm getting the feeling and the message that the attitude for Leos at the beginning of the year is, I can do it all. What are you talking about stopping playing? Of course I can do everything. You're crazy. I don't need to evaluate anything. All of my expectations are totally on point, and I know exactly when and how I'm going to get exactly what I want. This looks like the attitude in the beginning, like just this expectation that you're going to get everything immediately in a really easy way. I'm so sorry to break this to you, but you're wrong. And it's going to be a harsh reality when you realize that there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that's actually helping you, but things aren't going to go exactly the way you want them to. So just be prepared for that. So try to let your expectations take a back seat as much as possible. In your love life, we have the Lovers coming up in the beginning. See, this is not, I really encourage you to not look at this like it's scary. This is about like any experiences with partnership in the past that didn't work. You're shifting out all of that old baggage. You're clearing house. You're clearing out your perspectives around partnership, and you have the Lovers in the beginning. Beautiful. Connection, collaboration, co-creation, and decision-making. All good stuff. The money card for quarter number 2, we have conscious consumer. So just being mindful about what types of purchases you're making. Is it, you know, a company that you support? Is it, you know, is the food that you're purchasing high quality? Is it helping your body? You know, just thinking about what you are allowing into your space. You know, if you're a business owner, you know, like I'm a business owner, so I like supporting other small businesses, little coffee shops that are trying to make it, people on Etsy. So it's just, where are your priorities and where are your values, and then consciously make purchasing decisions based on that. Okay, and then we have throat chakra. Communicating, being able to speak your truth, owning that beautiful Leo energy, and just, you know, kind of shouting it from the rooftops. Because Leos are all about being seen. Like you're all about visibility. Even if you're an introvert, it's about, you know, being people seeing the authentic you is a really important for Leos, is like being received the right way, or the way that's the most accurate. And so I've seen quite a few Leos who have like really hidden the true way they're feeling, and it just like tears them apart inside. Like I've seen it become really destructive. And so this is all about being able to communicate who you are and what you need to the world, to the universe, to your friends, to your family. And your romantic card, 9 of Pentacles. So this is abundance, abundance of love, abundance of energy, abundance of resources. It just looks good. Even if you're not interested in dating, it's just like a positive omen that you have a lot of resources at your fingertips that you don't even have to, you know, try very hard to make work. It's just kind of, it's naturally making its way to you. So this is good stuff, whether you're in partnership or not. Third quarter, it is safe for you to receive. Remember, being confident in your worthiness is like the key to all of this. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses all the world. Yep, so with that worthiness and a positive intention of what you're doing with money, then you're going to really be able to open yourself up to receiving. Comparison coming through. So, you know, watch yourself comparing yourself to others, comparing yourself in present time to the old you. Watch out for that stuff, because you're not the person that you used to be. Okay, fact. I don't even have to know any of you to tell you that. You're not the person that you used to be. And things are changing for the better. And you really have to hold on to the idea that things are improving and good things are meant to happen, and that you are supposed to have good things happen to you. That's just kind of the way the world is set up. If you think that God or divine source is mean or evil, that's another issue. But you're supposed to have good things happen to you. Okay, and your love life, 10 of Chalices. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? This was not bad. This is not a bad card. Okay, so 10 of Chalices, this is like the relationship card. This is the abundance, celebration, hanging out with family, connecting with your partner, just deepening into this seriousness of the relationship and really creating an environment for you and your partner or your potential partners where you are opening up to receiving that that type of relationship. If you're dating. So it's kind of like you're priming your body and your mind to receive a relationship. Fourth quarter, God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there's plenty of abundance to share, or for all to share. Okay, so again, unlimited resources. God is not mean or evil. You know, if you ask for what you need, you'll receive it. So make sure you're asking for what you want. Okay, and the growth period, we have sun's rays. So it looks like you really come into your own. By the end of the year, you are just like on fire in a really great way. So you're flying high, you're doing the right things, you're on the right track. It's like this really is one of those readings that it might start out kind of painful or turbulent, but as the year goes on, it's going to improve and improve and improve. No matter what the external situations are transpiring in 2018, at the end of the day, your confidence and your ability to be yourself and speak your truth is going to get more potent throughout the year. And so any obstacles that you face, you're going to be able to counter with the fact that you're in such a healthy position. Okay, and then your romantic life, Queen of Swords. Again, we have a confirmation. So maybe this is the person. You know, the Queen of Swords, I really don't like it when people are like, oh, the Queen of Swords is like the divorce card. I do not see it that way at all. This is like the person that you're able to plan with, and like just someone who's really able to help you strategize. And it's sitting right next to the Ace of Wands, which is that strategy. So it's outside of gender. You know, we're not talking about that. The Queen of Swords is about that archetype of the person who is kind of like sitting in the side chair and helping you take action, kind of like if you think about it like the king or queen's hand, like in Game of Thrones, you know how they have like the advisor. That's the way I perceive the Queen of Swords, is through that like advisory, the person that you go to for information, similar to the High Priestess, but on more of a logical level. So this is it just looks like a healthy independence for you and your partner. It's like you've achieved that balance. Or this could also be if you're not into the dating scene in 2018 and you're like, nope, don't want anything to do with it, then it's just you being independent, strong, moving forward with your goals. Like it depends on what you want to cultivate. But this looks good. So let's go ahead and do a 3-card pick. If you have a specific question, go ahead and ask. Card number 1, 7 of Swords. This is you figuring out how to navigate. So strategy is going to be more important for you, I would say, than anything else. So especially it's sitting right next to the Ace of Wands. It's strategy, strategy, strategy. So you're really going to have to reflect on past experiences and kind of, it's almost like a mini game theory, I would say. Like you're going to have to map things out and you know, call on this Queen of Swords or a person who's really strategically minded to help you navigate situations. That's coming through big time. Card number 2, we have 5 of Swords. So this is release, like the walking away from a conflict and just being open to what's coming next. I would not say that this is conflict that is coming. This is something you've already stepped away from. If you picked card number 2, it's kind of like the final release of that topic, conversation, or person. You know, it's just kind of like getting over it. And you might need to take some time to just like be sad about it. Grieve that relationship or grieve that situation, because this could be friends. You know, this could be even a sibling. Like if you have a really toxic sibling that is just like destroying your life, you know, it might be time to let them go, because it, you know, no matter if someone is related to you, they're toxic people, come in all shapes and sizes. So just be aware of that. Card number 3, we have 4 of Cups. So this is you sitting in, it's like you have some need for introspection, as I was mentioning in the beginning, but even more so, it's like that time of deep contemplation and meditation is really going to help you strategize, help you get clarity, make decisions, and make your and figure out your next steps. Okay, so now if you are interested in getting your 2018 love reading, sign up for my newsletter. It's in the description. If you want to know what cards I used, look in the description. And my new service that I'm going to be offering is custom tarot readings. So like this, except I'm not doing videos because it would be too much to send via email. Just the amount of data, the size of the file would be too big. So what I'm doing is audio recordings, and then you get photos and all of that good stuff. I have multiple options. So I have a couple love readings. I have a like every area of life reading. I have a regular Celtic cross. You get to pick your time period, all of that good stuff. So go check that out. The description is the link is in the description box, and you can look over which spread you want. It's a lower cost option than actually working with me one-on-one. So I have, you know, if you like this style of reading, if you like me doing spreads rather than like a straight up energetic healing, then that might be the right option for you. But if you do need a clearing or like an energetic tune-up, then go ahead and sign up, book your session with me in the description box. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because I'm always posting content up there. And I will see you next time. Have a great 2018, Leo.